So we've got, I'm going to start here. We've got a 10th house. So this is usually to do with career, fame, reputation, public status, anything like that. It can also be an authority figure in your life, or you could be becoming your own authority figure. You could be becoming more mature, just more powerful, or you could be involved in an authoritative institution. It could be a legal situation, a legal firm, or a legal entity, or it could be government, something like that, something powerful, an authoritative institution. Could be that. It can also represent somebody in your life, and this could be somebody who has some sort of authority, and this can be a parent, or it can be a manager or a boss, or a somebody that you kind of involved with, maybe a mentor, or like a guru, just somebody that you admire, somebody who has sort of wisdom and authority going for them. So let's just see now how this comes in. More than likely, it probably is somebody in your life, because you have the King of Winter and then you've also got the King of Spring bottom of the deck for the Fairy Tarot. So we'll just see how this comes in. So now we've got here water element sensing. This is saying that some aspect in the 10th house is relevant to this. Now, the water house, this is a water element. So the water house is all about emotions and so on. So what this is saying is that you may be feeling a little bit tired, a little bit sort of like taxed, like you've had a tough time, or that you need to retreat or withdraw and just spend some alone time or quiet time. And this is a period where you go within, you spend time on your own, or you just spend time resting and recovering. It's also to do with gathering resources it's like a pause period for when you are ready to move forward. So it's gathering that energy. It's also planning and dreaming and sleeping, recovering, all of those things, whatever is relevant. So it's possible that you've had a busy time in the 10th house. You've had perhaps a lot of career demands, and that you're just feeling this at this time. And it may also be that you've been pushing hard for something, and you may not be seeing results yet, or whatever work you have put in is now sort of just in a sort of a fallow period, and it will produce something later on. And I say that because you've got Una Easy Does It here, and this is about not forcing or hurrying things along. So there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So what it's saying is that whatever is going on in this house, take time now to rest, to recover, to gather your resources. You may need to put a few boundaries in place, because when you're in this sensing mode, this, going with the flow, and there's surrender as well there. Surrender to the energy to be quiet, to rest, to recover, to gather your resources, to dream, to plan, all of those things. You could be sensing a lot of things going on as well around you. There could be a lot of things happening. You just need to withdraw and go within and just go with the flow without resistance and without, when I say that, enjoy this break, have a time to yourself or spend time on your own just to rest and not to resist that, okay? Because as Una is saying, easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So she's saying that whatever it is that you've been working on is on its way. It's in control, and you can take this time now to just pause and get yourself ready, because there will be a time when things are going to get busier. It's also, as I said, boundaries, because in this compassionate or quiet or empathetic phase, or when you're sensing a lot and you're feeling a lot, other people can take advantage. All right, so you may have to put a few boundaries just to block that energy so that it doesn't overtake you. All right. And just tune in to yourself and to what it is that you're, moving forward towards, and enjoy this period of pulling back. Now with Una as well, she's saying easy does it, so as I've already said, but it could also be relating to a work situation. Now this could be like a career situation where you have perhaps been involved in something and you're now changing course, you're now moving direction, or changing some aspect of your career. Perhaps you are leaving one career and going into another, and it's saying that with this, there's no need to push or force, but you may need to be doing something on a sort of a part-time basis, and until you can fully withdraw and move into the other field or the other aspect that you want to more fully. But you can continue where you are on a sort of a part-time basis until you can withdraw fully. So take that as it resonates. It's coming up into your career house, so that could very well be applicable for you. But don't force or hurry, as everything, there's divine timing in play here. And this is about nurturing yourself, which is very much important with the water element card, nurturing yourself, nurturing your energy levels. You've also got Maeve here, cycles and rhythms, which is all about that, nurturing your energy cycles, and whether you're a masculine or a feminine. If you're a feminine, it may be pertinent to your actual female cycles. It's something to do with that, going through the phases or some sort of phase or changes, or just handling changes within your body, things like that. But it's always about monitoring your body's energy levels and what you feel you can do in the moment. So if you're tired, rest, and then when you get your energy back, then you take action. So it's about surfing those changes, really. And this is about, going with this divine timing, but there is a certain element of surrender, which is saying you need to pull back now just to gather your energies and your resources. With the Maeve card, it's saying that there is an opportunity coming in for you, and it's like a door is going to open for you, but you need to be ready for it. Okay, so this is why there's this pause period now, this time to reflect and actually just to spend time, If you're artistic or creative, it's about tapping into your imagination and inspiration, which is very much the water element, but just taking time out to be by yourself and just to gather your energies and just let any stormy things roll past you, take time out to honor your physical levels and your body levels, so that you can gather your energy to take up this opportunity when it comes to you. Now we've got ninth house here. So this is the house of there's many things really, but it can also be to do with some sort of expansion. So whether this is to do with your career, or whether it's to do with perhaps travel is involved with this. This card, this energy is about expansion, but it can be in the mind, and this can be through learning, so higher level education or adult education. So that's normally university level, or it could be physically, as in travel, but there's normally long distance travel with this. So with the situation in the world at the moment, whether you can actually travel or not is, it depends purely on your situation. But it can also be traveling within the mind. And this is, grasping bigger concepts. It's expanding your understanding. And this can be through philosophy. It can be through religion. It can also be belief systems. Now, belief systems are undergoing a great many changes in the world at this moment. So things that you may have relied on, or things that you have had in your life, systems or belief structures which you have depended on may be changing now. Or you may need to expand your understanding of certain things, let go of old concepts or things that don't serve you anymore, things like that, expansion. The legal side also comes in, the higher courts come in with this, and also this can be, like law in general. So whether you're studying it, or whether you're getting an understanding of it, or you are in a legal situation, some aspect of that is coming in for you. It's also about the intuitive processes. So this is about understanding intuition, using intuition within what it is that you're doing, sort of surfing things, expansion of that, understanding. So gaining understanding in things, the meaning of life, understanding how things work. It's also about faith, obviously, and wisdom. All of these things are jumbled up together in this. It's also to do with in-laws. You may be having some issues with in-laws, or working your way through an aspect of that. But it's also, sort of like seeking truth. So there may be some aspect of this house which is requiring in-depth thinking, and this is perhaps why you are needing to retreat, to go through those processes. And there's quite a bit of emotion around because you've got Cancer here, which is a water sign, and you've also got Solus, bodies of water, and you've got the water element. So there's a lot of emotional things sort of rumbling around at the moment. So just, it could very well be a legal situation, or perhaps you are tackling something to do with that. It could also be to do with like publishing, writing, or expanding in some way your written work, publishing something. It can also be to do with teaching. You may be teaching, expansion again of your work, or of what it is that you say, or how you teach, and so on. It's also about public relations and promotional work. So any one of those areas may be coming up for you at this time. Now we've got here Cancer, I feel. So this is a very emotional sign. It's all about instincts. It's about intuitions and going with that. All right. Tapping into that. Female wisdom, feminine wisdom, and females in general may be prominent with the sign. It could also be mother figures. All right. Whether you are a mother figure or you have a mother figure in this situation. As I said, it could be to do with in-laws. It could be a legal thing. Just see how it resonates with you. But there's cycles of the moon here, and this is all about your, going through these different cycles, and you've got cycles here with Maeve. So it could also be to do with just riding the waves of a situation. But it's also very much about looking back at the past. You could be very nostalgic. You could be very sentimental about things. Perhaps a mother figure or a female figure has passed over, something like that, and you're now dealing with that. Or you could be looking back at the past in some way. And you can bring your wisdom and your hindsight from the past, but you can't live there. All right. So this is just coming in to bring wisdom and understanding, or possibly hindsight, and then you use that to guide you forward, It's also about issues to do with birth, possibly nurturing of your family, home, and domestic issues may be coming up with this. Perhaps you're changing something in your home environment, or family issues are coming up. And it's about tapping into that. It's about nurturing of yourself, but also your family, your clan, your unit, and also from a health and a diet and a well-being point of view. All of these aspects come in with this card. But it's also about building up resilience, being resilient to changes and things that are occurring at this time. And if you've had a bit of a knock of some sort, bouncing back from that. Cancerians can be incredibly resilient. They can really go through it and come out the other side. They just stand strong. So take all that on board. And it's also about, taking time out to retreat, possibly periodically, like the crab, pull back into your shell. You've already got this water element here, because otherwise you might find yourself getting a bit overwrought or touchy about things, and just getting overly sensitive, So pull back periodically to center yourself, to take a deep breath, and to just gather your energies around you, and any female support, or tap into any feminine wisdom at this time. Whether you're a masculine or feminine doesn't matter, because we've got both in us, so we've got to balance that. So if you are overly, sort of stepping into a masculine frame, then you're going to have to pull back to bring in the feminine to get balance, So just take that for that house. We've also got Solus, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So with this water element card and with the Cancerian card, it could be that you're traveling. Or you may want to travel away and go and spend time in a water body or near a water body, or you may have to travel for some reason to do with, perhaps it's a legal matter, or to do with family, or you are connecting with family who are far away from you at this time. All of these aspects may come in. But this is saying that you need to rest and recharge your battery. So this is coming up again. You've had it with the water element card, and I said that you may need to just retreat periodically. There's some aspect here which is saying saying that you need to pull back to recharge your batteries. And this is about the water body. So spending time in a water body like the sea is very, very detoxing. It boosts your emotional side. It's very soothing. And water is very spiritual. So any kind of water ritual or any kind of water body that you can be in, also drink more water, anything like that. Meditate near water. Spend time near water to boost your energies and to raise your vibration. It's possible that you have a legal issue to deal with here, or you may have a figure in your life. It's got your King of Winter, so knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. Get advice from someone professional and objective. There could be public speaking involved, unemotional relationships. So this could be to do with this house, because the 9th house does deal with professional work, sort of public speaking or promotional work, something like that. You may have to get instruction on that, or you may be learning more about that. Or it could also be to do with a legal matter, or somebody who's, the King of Winter is very much about the air element, and that's the mind, So analytical, intelligent, and so on. So very, very balanced as well from an analytical point of view. So you may need this person's skills at this time. So it may be a mentor or a legal figure or somebody who's wise. It could be to do with your career as well. Or it could be just an authority figure in your life, and you may be needing to get some advice from this person. And it's about, them giving you advice and weighing up the options and going through them with you, so that you get, you get both sides of the story. It could also be a partner that you have, or somebody like a committed partner in your life, or a business partner even. Somebody in your life is displaying these qualities, or it could be that you need to bring some of these qualities in for you. But I do feel it's consulting somebody with experience to assist you with one of these areas that's come up.